got to play exactly one turn of the entire match, and obviously we lost due to timeout. But we will continue playing and see how far we can get. Kinda sad. Anytime you start off a League 0-1, especially 0-1 to like equipment malfunction or power or something like that, always feels like you started off $12 in the hole without even getting to try. And then we're rewarded with game 2 with this nice 1-mana draw here. So this is obviously probably going to end up being very, very, very bad for us. And this match is a very hard match, even. Obviously, assume he's just Sultai Snake. All the Winding Constrictor matches are really bad for you. We do have 3 Solemnity in our sideboard. Hopefully we'll draw one, and hopefully it'll do anything. Said Winding Constrictor, but I should have said Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista is the part that makes it so difficult to beat. Hopefully he doesn't get any counters. Rip, got a counter. And he got a land. Cool, we've not drawn a spell this game. Hard match, we mulliganed, and we're drawing incredibly poorly. It's pretty much exactly what you want. It's how you know you're about to win a match. So we're bringing these in. Probably going to bring some number of these stuff in as well. Take out things like Trinketer and stuff. Oh, what do you know? The best card in your deck versus me. Of course they'll have the Viridus Gearhulk to go with it. Because why would they ever draw... why would my opponent ever draw like a bunch of Fatal Pushes and Vraska's Contempts when I'm playing this deck? They only draw that stuff when I'm playing decks that is good versus. Kind of whiny. I'm mad that my internet went out. It's like I can't even block. Just have to take like 1,000,000. Another bad card. Well, we've drawn one spell this game. Still just dead. Like, we literally have no out. Definitely going to kill this turn. So we can put 4 of them in front of this, I guess. And 2 in front of this or something. Then if he has a Vraska's Contempt, do we at least get to kill this and get to kill this? Wonder if it's ever right just to block the Serpent too. If we like draw like Running Shrams or something and his hand's fairly mediocre, like maybe there's a world. But I assume this is dead, and I assume we literally just traded everything I have for 2 of his guys, and I go down to 8 while he still has 4 cards in his hand to our effective none. And they didn't play a spell. They literally have 4 spells still in this situation that are none. When they've drawn 0 additional spells this game. Alright, fine. I'll play another turn. I don't think it matters, but... it's a weird... If anybody was talking, apparently I didn't get to see it. While he's choosing to kill us, we'll go ahead and do this stuff. Oh, who would have guessed that they would have had a second Walking Ballista? Could have told you they had one before they drew it, because that's the world we live in. Alright, well, Settle the Wreckage is good versus any of these green decks. Solemnity is good versus these decks. I actively think this crap's good versus these decks as well, because you have to stop their 2-drops so hard. Cards that I think are bad. I think Trinketer's kind of bad. It's just too easy for them to kill. I don't actually think cards like this are super good. You generally never want to draw more than 1. Alright, here we go. Our non-aggressive draw. Maybe we could cut one of these. I think like these are one of our better ways to win, though. Hey, Sean, what's up? We're about to start this match 0-2. We lost round 1 to a disconnection, and then we get immediately rewarded by having to mulligan into a terrible draw versus our worst match. One of our worst matches. Probably our actual worst match. The blue-white decks with the Fumigates and Settles are hard as well, but I think Snakes is worse. Alright, we'll keep this hand. It's pretty good. Obviously, we can't interact with their 2-drop because we didn't draw any of our 4 interactive spells, so if they just play a 2-drop, and we don't draw a Baffling End or a Thopter Arrest, we just lose. But, you know, we sideboarded in 7 cards, so we just have to hope we draw one. I don't think we can just mulligan to them, though. I think this deck has too many non-functional hands to try to mulligan to a 1 of 7. When a 1 of 7... If it was a 1 of 7, you win the game, sure. But I don't think that's a 1 of 7 that says you win the game. I think that's a 1 of 7 that says, you know, you may win the game. And I think there's a big difference in the two. Well, we drew one. I have to see what he has. See how good it is. Well, that's nice. It can't be Glint, at least. Now, if we draw an Anointed Procession and he doesn't have anything like Thrashing Brontodon, we probably have a great chance here. That's a lot of ifs, though. There's always a lot of ifs when you play versus your hard matches. It's like, if we do this, and if they do that, and if we sing a song and do a little dance. I am Solemnity. Players don't like me, for I am Solemnity. Oh, what do you know? They found a Thrashing Brontodon. Wasn't that the card that I said that they couldn't have if we wanted to win? I think that's the card that I said they couldn't have if we wanted to win. I don't know if you guys can count, but they had it. A positive note is we're going to be able to Pride of Conquerors the P-Water out of them. Just don't know if it's good enough. They don't have another land, it could be? Ooh. Well, now we have a tough choice. It's probably not too tough. Because we know he can kill this next turn, I think I'm just going to go ahead and make it a 4-3. Oh, that's stupid. We have a Solemnity in play. Ha! I realized it, but I realized it after I'd already clicked the button. That was dumb of me. I should have just made servos. And by made servos, I mean I should have just attacked with Pride. It was wrong for me to even play the Angel. Oh god, I'm such a bad Magic player. Yeah, I'm definitely on tilt after how this league started out. I think it's going to be very hard for me to focus this league. I don't know how to calm down either. Like, I'm pretty mad about some real life stuff that occurred when my power was out. So, don't actually know how to even calm down. But I'm going to have to if I'm going to play. Yeah, that's the Solemnity Angel of Invention Wombo combo. That'll get you every time. God, that was embarrassing just to do on stream. I'm not going to post this video on YouTube. No one can see how dumb the Ray is. JK, I don't care if people see how dumb I am. Boom. I attack you with a lot of things. I guess they could have a negate, but like, they need more than a negate, don't they? They have to have like a fatal push too. Pretty sure I just allow this. So you're not gonna sack that? That's fine. Do they have to negate too? They did have to negate too. Wonderful. Wonderful. It's what you call having it all. By the way, how do you not sideboard out Blossoming Defense in this match? Like I didn't even add Blossoming Defense onto my radar of that math because there's no way that should still be in his deck. Alright, well I can beat the opponent that only draws 2 lands. Confirmed. 2 lands? That ain't shit. We got 2 lands in check, brothers and sisters. And children of some ages. I don't want another one of these. Actually, don't think Angel's particularly good in this match. I think it's too easy for them to get a Winding Constrictor in play and just wreck my little world. Alright, we'll keep. Again, we have none of our 7 sideboard cards, and I feel like we have to minimum get 1 and often get 2. We sideboarded in 9 cards, but I think we have to have 1 of the 7, sometimes 2 of the 7 to have a chance in the match. He's not loaded with a good 2-drop yet, so at least we have that going for us. Is our mono white deck not going to be able to play its cards because of Color Screw? That would be a jolting little tilt. Interesting. I think I'm actually just going to lead with this. I think I would rather have them counterspell this than counterspell that. Red Rover, do not send the Snake and a Walking Ballista on over. If our opponent has this plus a Walking Ballista, yet they took a turn off to hold up negate, I might rage. Because they're so far ahead of me in terms of intelligence that I just can't even understand that. And I'm not saying it's a bad play or anything. I'm saying like it's so advanced that I don't even understand it. The fact that he's still sitting here tanking really makes me think that he's got a Walking Ballista. Not a Walking Ballista. One time, untapped White Source, go. Of course not. Why would I draw an untapped White Source? Why would our mono white deck have as good as mana as the 3-color deck that has terrible mana? Below average mana. Terrible might be a long stretch since it's got so many 2-drops. Like it can do things on turn 3 and 4 and stuff when it has lands that come into play untapped or tapped. but in all honesty, is it even fair that they're playing their spells and we're not? So game 1 we got no spells, game 2 they got no mana, and game 3 we can't play our spells. Does not feel like a fair set of circumstances. They can even still play Hydra. And like still be able to protect it from a Thopter arrest. Let's say we have exactly next turn to be able to draw a White Source, or we probably just lose. I have no idea why they're taking so long, and it's frustrating me. But that's because I'm a sore loser, and I'm really annoyed that we had a power outage that cost us match 1. Well, it cost us a shot at even having match 1. Like I said, I always feel like we've lost $12 straight off anytime that situation happens. I rarely come back and win them. I don't know if it's mindset, I don't know if it's focus, I don't know what it is, but I rarely do. What'd they get? Didn't keep either of them. Guess we could double block this. And we'll just take one hit. Of course, why would we hit a land? Guess we'll just attack. Maybe we can make them play into the settle at some point. Maybe they're just going to cast a Viridis Gearhulk and we're going to just stone lose. Who knows? Well, the Hadon's Climb doesn't do anything. Unless they also have a Thrashing Brontodon. So in theory, we can attack next turn for lethal. I feel like it's safer to do something like this, though. Let's see what else they have going on. They don't have anything else going on. I'm just not attacking. I'm going to try to triple block here. Another snake. Rip. Hey, now, what's up? Disappointed. At least we can block. Could even double block and play to Pride if we wanted. Feel like that would probably go poorly for us. It's a Bristling Hydra, so now we have to play to try to beat the Bristling Hydra? Oh wow, they don't want the Bristling Hydra. I'm surprised they don't want the Bristling Hydra. I would be pretty interested in just having a 4-3 right here. I would definitely be very interested in just having a 4-3 right here. I'm just going to attack with him. What's in their hand? Do they just have like a bunch of negates and stuff? I'm pretty set on probably working on mono green and wizards for my first couple of decks. Mono Green and Wizards looks really nice for my first couple of decks. Alright, well, I don't know what opponent has. I do know they're drawing a negate, though, and since we actively know that they're drawing a negate... Oh, wow, they put the negate on the bottom. So that means they think they don't need a negate, which means I think I'm just attacking with it all. Still have settle if they have negate. Green-red monsters is going to be really strong too. I've not read enough to know what the green-white tokens decks can get, but I know there's a new Lord. And if there's a new Lord, it can't be that bad, right? Oh, well, opponent just didn't have anything. How does their opponent win if they have nothing? Maybe I should stop being so salty. Our opponent did negate our Queen's Queen's commission though, and then we just played Solemnity and won. Opponent drew his third Walking Ballista. Alright, well we figured out what opponent had in their hand. Hey, Jake from State Farm, what's up? We played Hazoret in our last league, and it did not go very well. We got a pity chest. I guess it didn't go that bad. We made 41 cents on the league because we opened our pity chest. I'm a pity chest opening folio, yo. Pity chest opening full. That's me opening things for you. Hey! Apparently somebody just followed me on Twitch, yet my app did not give me an alert to tell me they've followed me, so I wonder if I have to refresh my app. That still does not show me an alert. Let me log out and back in. But anyway, thank you, Lemonin Man. Lemonin Man. That's what we'll go with. Why is my Streamlabs not working? Log back in. Are you working? Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Lemino Man. Highly appreciate the follow. And since you're new here, I feel like I should advertise and let you know that we stream every single day. If you like streams, you've come to the right place. If you like listening to me be a fool, you've come to the right place. Alright, we're certainly going to keep this hand, because this hand is Gasserini. Look up history of Benalla and Benalash Marshall. Not one of those is like the new Glorious Anthem type effect, right? I don't know what the other one of them is. Oh, the history is the saga. Gotcha. Two one night. How much mana is it first? Gotta hit me with that fatty mana call. Ooh. Ooh. We've got a good hand versus a white deck, assuming it's not a Settle to Wreckage type deck. No Settle to Wreckage, opponent. Sweet. Probably not Settle to Wreckage. Alright. Well, we can attack for 4 this turn, or we can attack for 1,000,000 next turn. I like attacking for 1,000,000 next turn. Unfortunately, now that we see Treasure Map, we realize that they're probably a token deck and they probably have Fumigate or its friend. Same thing on turn 2, and gives all... Turn 3 gives all nice. Thank you very much, mate. Oh, it's mono white approach. We are so dead. We just have no outs to this deck. We have 0 outs to mono white approach, except we just have to hope that they do not have Fumigate. If they don't draw Fumigate, we can win, but we have to go all in. We cannot beat them in a lone game. So we just have to hope that they don't have either the land or the Fumigate next turn. Because we cannot beat this deck in a lone game. We literally can't. We just have to shove, hope it's good enough. When we get to the sideboard, we also do not get very many tools. We can like bring in some bindings maybe, some harvesters, but again, if they have it, they just have it and we can't win. So we have to just hope they don't have it. They had it. Alright, that's fine. We just lose. That's going to happen like I said, that's going to happen versus these... Like I was saying last match, our hardest 2 matches are the Settle Fumigate decks, mostly Approach, and like the Snake decks with Walking Ballista. We just have practically no outs versus either of those decks. It's a little unfortunate, but it's just what it is. Get a little bit more play in the sideboard games because we can bring in a couple of tools to like try to extend the game, but maybe we didn't have to play the Trinketer that one turn. Yeah, playing that Trinketer that turn was probably bad. Maybe we could have just attacked for 4 and done better math. You can just send it to chat if you want. What do we got going on here? Opponent has a bunch of stuff. We don't have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, well, in theory, if opponent has nothing, we can win in like 3 turns. Because these are in theory 6 life, so he's technically at 17 life. Oh, well, he's got Settle too. A lot of these decks don't have Settle at this point. Alright, we're willing to scoop at that note. The game's just over. There's no reason to play for that Finn value. And like I said, we don't really have a whole lot we can even bring in here. We can like bring in these dudes, and that's about it. We can bring in the Everspirit Harvester to like try to get a little bit over Fumigate or Settle, but it doesn't really do anything. Like, this is just a nightmare match. A very good hand. Have to get some lands, but still a very good hand even if we don't. It's a less good hand than I thought. I thought this was a Servo Expedition, but I think it's still solidly a keep. Rip. I said you can just link it in chat. Alright, land. Come on, baby. We can do it. Lands are out. No! You can do it, deck. Land us. What sucks about his deck is there's actually ramp spells in his deck. So, because there's ramp spells in his deck, he can fumigate on 4? We have to just keep hoping he doesn't have those cards. Because there's nothing we can do if they do. If he's got the land, that's fine. I'm still just attacking with both. Or if he's got the settle. The settle gives us lands, so I don't care too much if he has it. Versus this match, you just pretend like they do not have things. Oh, what do you know? They had things. Who would have guessed that opponent had things? I wouldn't have ever guessed that, would you? They get to play their 6-drop before we get to play our 6-drop. Feels fair, man. Alright, well they need a second Wrath now. It's pretty easy for them to have a second Wrath though. Like, we can kill through approach, so them just having approach isn't good enough. Of course they have a second Wrath. Again, why wouldn't they have a second Wrath? Hey Steve, what's up? Well, we have a City's Blessing now, so technically another Proud would quote-unquote be lethal, but like not really. I think we're just going to leave and play with this one. It's a good chance that he's going to like Binding or something on this, but... This deck just... your all-in token deck just is not going to beat the Settle Fumigate deck. Especially when they draw 3 of them in their top 17 cards or whatever. I've not been paying attention to how many times they've scratched to the bottom. It's playing mono white approach. It's basically... By the way, hello Darv. It's basically just Wraths and mana ramp and ways to draw cards. It's just what the deck is. That's why I say it's a terrible match. We have no counterplay to anything they do. We have no counterplay to any plays they make. Oh, I messed up. I should have used this first. Let's see how badly punished I get. Okay, it wouldn't have mattered too much. I probably wouldn't have used... Well, I guess I couldn't have used Binding anyway. So it didn't matter. We can attack for 15 this turn. If they didn't have anything, we can technically attack for 15. But they drew a card... I mean, they draw approach next turn. So, we would have to find something this turn. Don't think that was the same approach, but I'm not going to do the math. It's just not a winnable match, especially when they draw that many Wraths. Alright, we'll keep. It's a good hand. A Servo Expedition would make it a great hand. Alright, we'll just have to settle with a good hand then. Any spell that costs less than 3 mana would make it a pretty good hand too. Boom. Got me. 1918, my lead. Next. Ooh. It's a good chance they're going to use a removal spell here, which would suck. Don't care. Still the lead. To see what they play, but there's a high chance that no matter what they play, we're just going to play Dunes and send it all. And whatever they block, they get to we get to replace with our kitty. And we have the same play next turn available to us. And a turn after that if we need it for that matter. Now they do sometimes have some Sweltering Suns and stuff post board. But again, when you're playing this type of deck, you just can't play around these rafts. Sometimes you'll get a hand that allows it. But most of the times, you just have to play into them and hope it's enough. So even if opponent has 3 blockers, they're dead. Boom. I think these are the better cards here. I actually think Angel's not the greatest thing in the world. Same thing with Procession. I feel like that there's a good chance. I want these as well. I feel like that there's always just a good chance that they have enough removal that makes these cards a little less good. Hey, Electro. What is up? Probably sideboard pretty drastically different on the play. I don't know what I'm going to play for my next league. I think I'm going to play another league tonight. I might play Black-White Vampires. Somebody told me I played that deck very, very bad, so like... maybe... Maybe you can play it a little bit better than that. This sounds slow, but it's good. Nice, nice. I was having a pretty good day till my power went off, and I've been pretty salty ever since my power went out. I don't even have a deck list for that, but I don't think I'm into that anyway. I've been pretty salty ever since the power went out. Like, I feel like it really interrupted the flow of our stream. Alright, well, our hand's very slow. We could just get ran over here pretty easily, especially if they go 3-drop into 4-drop. Because I think I'm going to take the turn off and play Procession. Hopefully we draw something like Queen's Decree this turn. Though I'd probably play it. I don't know if I'd play it. That's such a good card versus me. Alright, I guess we're just going to pass then. We played Mono Reg last league, and we just like kind of got beat on a lot. Opponent may tick up Walking Ballista here. Alright, they didn't, so they don't have an attack this turn, so at least that's good. Yeah, I'm feeling black-white, I think. Definitely feeling the black-white deck, I think. Yeah, he's playing the deck that it's probably the worst in, and it was still pretty good in this match. The Walking Ballista alone made it to where I couldn't attack with the Effort Spirit Harvester the last 2 turns, which is pretty rock solid. Guess we're just taking 5 this turn. Oh, yeah, well, I'm definitely blocking that. I don't care if he's got a spell to go with it. I'm 100% blocking it. I don't value this Effort Spirit Harvester very much at all. He may have a Magma Spray here to like finish this off, or he could just want to use the Walking Ballista. Don't really care. Like I said, I don't value my Effort Spirit Harvester at all. If I valued my Harvester, I wouldn't do something like that. Whoops. Just whatever. Alright, so we have to dodge Sweltering Sun. One time, dodge Sweltering Sun. Guess technically we need to dodge Fiery Cannonade as well. We got double Proud in our hand, like, we're not, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, you got me. I took $1 million. You got 2 Lightning Strikes, I'm dead. That's not 2 Lightning Strikes. That's also not 2 Lightning Strikes. Sorry, opponent. Good game. Boom. Do this before blocks, because he has to sack this now. He's still just dead. He's dead without the second one, but I mean, we're hitting him for 50 or so damage. Yeah, this is minus 30. We hit him for 50. So, there's a Coco deck that's built entirely based on the Devoted Druid Vizier combo. It's not super common though. Alright, well, we're playing for a pity chest, but round 1, our power went out and we lost. We didn't even get to play the match, so theoretically we should be 2-1 right now. And we played versus 2 of our hardest matches, so being 2-1's incredible. It's gonna feel a little robbed if we don't get the pity chest because we lost round 1 like we did, but you know, that's some of the risks of playing online. You know, like sometimes your internet's just not good. It's whatever. A bunch of thunderstorms and stuff. I don't really care. I love our opponent's name, Nicobrolis. We have to mulligan this. We have 3 of our pump spells, but we only have 1 creature. And look at this hand. Rip. Good luck, have fun. Our opponent's got a sweet name. Alright, we're going to 5. Okay, we're keeping. We can still win with this hand if we just hit a land. In the next, we know we're drawing a land next turn, but we have to hit a land a turn after that, and we can still win. Pretty easily, in fact. I mean, it obviously depends on what our opponent's playing, but like we could very easily win if we just draw a land next turn. Or even if it's not a land, if it's like Servo Expedition, it may be good enough. Like Servo Expedition in the land could be good enough. Assuming they... Oh, never mind. They're playing the Snake deck. So, 3 of the 4 matches we've got to play this league were our literal worst matches. This is why the Walking Ballista is worth so much, though. It's not because of that modern. It's because of this card right here and how good it is in Standard. Like, if he just untaps and plays the Walking Ballista, we can concede. Like, the game's actually over if he just untaps and plays a Walking Ballista. Now, do we get paired versus 3 of our worst matches when we switch to this deck? So we've, like, played 3 leagues today with 3 different decks. And in each league, I felt like we've got incredibly bad matches. Like, pretty sure we would just be 5-0 if we got, like, last league's pairings. Or the league before that. I don't know, it's just weird. It's kind of... It's a little on the frustrating side, even. Anyway, so we side in these 7 cards, and it feels like we have to draw one of these 7 to win every game. But, I don't think this card's very good. We can actually shave on this, too. Bring this guy back and this guy back. Feels like we have to draw one of those 7 sideboard cards to win every game here. But yeah, the game's just over on the spot when they do that. But I mean, we did mulligan a bunch. We've drawn our best sideboard card, but again, the problem with Solemnity is Solemnity's often not good enough. And we have to hit multiple lands to make this hand function even with it. I think we're going to play Black-White Vampires for our last league. Alright, strike 1 on the land. We had 2 chances to hit a land. Will we get there or won't we get there? Only time will tell. If we get there, we're probably a favorite to win the game. If we don't get there, we probably lose the game close to on the spot. We really need to draw land over the next 2 draw steps, though. And we lose. But we just don't get to play our spells 2 games in a row. That's fun. I have 24 lands, so this is just running bad. This isn't the deck or anything. At least that card's kind of bad. I mean, it's a good card, don't get me wrong, but like it's kind of bad in the situation. It doesn't punish us. Alright, we're done here. Alright, well, Mono White didn't go well. So the people on YouTube, if they want, they can go ahead and stop the video. It kind of sucks. We went 2-2, yet we didn't get the cash. But we got to play 3 out of our 4 matches, just terrible matchups. Like, close to unwinnable matchups. And you saw how poor our draws were, even in that last match. Like, we beat that match once today, but like, all the luck we expended in that first match, we, gave back in that last match. Would love to have got to play the 5th match. Kind of, like I said, kind of on tilt, kind of frustrated the entire time that we didn't get to. But I think, we're going to switch to Black-White Vampires and play basically the same strategy, but with a build that doesn't just scoop to things like that. That's a little bit more of a late game. No, the deck's not tier 1. I'm not gonna sit here and try to convince people that the deck's tier 1. But it's certainly playable. The fact that we went 2-2 versus 3 of our worst matches is kind of like not White-Black Vampire Bros. Think that's what we got, but there's going to be some time between this and the next round because, well, I have to get this crap off of Mana Traders. Is this everything? Yep. Add missing cards to wish list. Go to wish list. Export to random folder number 1. Mana traders. Sorry again for the downtime. I know downtime can be annoying. But I do not have a very big collection because I have the Mana Traders account, so. I have to pop up my YouTube list too and see what day of Vampires we're even on, so I can update the titles of the stream appropriately. The G Greenland? No, I've not saw it. I've not even heard of it. Not even heard of it. Have no idea what you're talking about. Have legit no idea what you're talking about. Alright, the video's updated. Now we just have to wait for Mana Traders. That's at 42%. 48%. Oh boy, we're styling and profiling now. Woo! Sorry, I'm just trying to entertain myself. I'm pretty sleepy. I have to take a quick picture of this deck too so I can post it to the Twitter and tell people what's going on. I'll have to check that out after the stream, but yeah, no, I'd never even heard of it. Wait, did I not get these cards, or did I just have different arts? Let's figure out. What do we have? It's called the White Black Vampire Bros. So apparently I just didn't have those cards. What the hell? What the hell? Maybe I did something wrong, I don't know. Anyway, I'll do it again. Did I just forget to add them to the list? I don't know. That's probably my fault. I have no idea. The deck's pretty good. It's got a lot of weaknesses, though. Oh, wow. It's not auto-loading Bloodfast. Do you spell Argos? Yeah, it's not auto-loading Bloodfast. Anyway, Vampire Bros. This is the list we'll be going with. Let me go ahead and take the picture and update Twitter. I just realized I've not updated a single deck list today either. Guess I can do that as well. I'm such a bad streamer. Can't believe I've not updated a single deck list today. Anyway, we got some time to kill here while we're waiting. Tomorrow we're going to be playing mostly Scarab God decks, I think. Look at me, what a good streamer. Updating deck lists. Boom. 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 Alright, so I apologize, but I have to actually restart the stream. Unfortunate, we should just be down for about 30 seconds, but it is whatever it is. Damn vampires. Wait, why did my tweet not go out? Did my tweet not go out? Damn it, I have to retype my tweet. There you go. I'm retweeting. I don't care if it worked or not. E is undefined. I have no idea what that means. Yes, discard the tweet because I don't understand. My Twitter keeps telling me that E is undefined. Anyway, we'll be back in less than a minute, everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.